Hello everybody, welcome back. We're sorry we're late. We missed a whole month, but we're back. Got some cool stuff this month, birthdays and anniversaries. What you got, Michael?
We've got an awesome video on Thomas Lee Hockaday, who's our second great grandfather. We've got a nice biography on him, about him and his family. It will be the person of the month this month.
Welcome back to our new summer chateau for the Family History Project here. Bingham Wagner Estate in downtown Independence, Missouri. It's beautiful here. We're going to put some pictures in the opening for you. You get a chance to come check it out. It's a very cool place. But right now, Family History Project magazine starts now.
Thomas Lee Hockaday was born February 18th, 1883, in DePaul, Harrison County, Indiana, to the parents of Alexander Hockaday, 1780 to 1894, and Eliza Jane Chipp, 1811 to 1893. His family moved sometime in 1860 to Marion County, Illinois, where Thomas met Nancy Eliza Jane Clack, and they were married on May 5th, 1861, in Omega Township, Marion County, Illinois. Thomas's father, Alexander, was a blacksmith, a craft Thomas would grow into his adult life. In 1876, the Hockaday family moved to Versailles, Morgan County, Missouri, where Thomas opened his own blacksmith shop, serving the local community. Thomas and Nancy had 7 children, and they are Jacob Thomas, 1862 to 1928, Miriam Catherine, 1864 to 1957, Mary Susan, 1867 to 1869, Eliza Jane, 1869 to 1945, Jessie Idella, 1873 to 1948, Nettie May, 1870 to 1959, and Evola Bell Luella, 1880 to 1907. Whenever one of Thomas's daughters got married, he gave them each a Tennessee walking horse and a cow, so that they'd always have a way to get back home. Thomas's son Jacob took over the blacksmithing business when Jacob was too old to do it anymore. Jacob opened his shop in Florence, Missouri. While Thomas was working in the shop, Nancy, his wife, was taking care of the family garden, the livestock, the horses, and of course, she made all the clothes for the entire family. Her loom and spinning wheel were her cherished possessions. With her mother, Miriam Catherine loved working in the garden. She was known to have worn an apron over her dress to keep clean, and a bonnet was always attached firmly to her head. She kept the garden immaculate. Miriam also picked up her mother's love of clothing making, for she made her own lace doilies. Nancy Eliza Jane died relatively young. She died September 28, 1917, at which time 84-year-old Thomas Lee moved back to Indiana to live with his sister Mary Ann. He returned to Stover, Morgan County, Missouri. He died on September 3, 1927, at Stover, Missouri, and is buried in St. Paul's Cemetery, Stover, Morgan County, Missouri. Here is how Michael and I are related to Thomas Lee and Nancy Jane Clack. They're our second great-grandparents. My mother, Stella Cleo, and Michael's mother, Frida Middleton, were daughters of Dolly Rose Gurlt and Charles Estel Simmons. Dolly Rose Gurlt was our grandmother. Miriam Catherine Hockaday was our great-grandmother, and Thomas Lee and Nancy Eliza Jane Clack are our second great-grandparents.